and welcome to my YouTube channel, Spiritual Guidance. My today's topic is about pain, physical and emotional pain. So we'll start with the physical pain. What is physical pain? Physical pain is a physical sensation caused by physical injury. It is a defense mechanism within our body which help us to identify the location of the injury, extent of the injury, and estimate emergency level, whether you need ambulance to go to the hospital to get it fixed, or you just if it is a minor injury, you just need first aid, or you don't need anything, it will just heal itself. Okay. Now my main focus today is going to be on emotional pain, because a lot of people do have they have a mis understanding about emotional pain. So I'll start with the how this emotional pain is caused. It is caused by a variety of emotions or triggers, such as relationship issues or family issues, or you've been bullied, or you've been a victim of a violence, or someone did not met your expectations. Right? Is emotional pain a defense mechanism to us? Yes, of course it is. Why? Because that particular thought which is causing you emotional pain is trying to tell you something, but instead of understanding the message from that thought process or that emotional pain, instead of understanding the message, what we are doing is we are just getting involved with the pain factor instead of the message. Now, how can we understand the message? The very first thing is you need to listen to yourself, that whatever that thought process or that pain is trying to tell you, listen to it, understand it. Why is it telling you that? Try to understand it and then process the information. Now, one of my friend, he's a sports psychologist, and I asked him the same question, and he explained it to me. He said that when you have a thought process, when you have a thought in your head, so what you need to do is you need to put some some layers of hurdles in front of that thought, so that you can see that thought beyond those hurdles. So if you are able to see that thought, then you can decide whether this thought is gonna be harmful or is it gonna be productive. And then you can decide, do I need to keep this thought or do I need to let it go? He said in most of the cases, people are not able to process the thought process, right? The thought which comes in their head. Instead of processing it, they are involved with the pain factor from that thought. So that is the reason why we go into depression and anxiety and all that kind of suffering. It is not meant to be like that. So that is the psychological perspective. Now, what is the spiritual or the spiritual perspective from it? The spiritual perspective is the, for example, or I can say purpose of life is that every emotional pain which comes in your life tries to tell you something. It is trying to tell you the difference between good and bad. It is trying to tell you that you need to, when you go through this emotional pain, you should appreciate more to the people or to the things which brings more satisfaction to you, or which are good things, right? You need to start learning how to appreciate them. You would be able to distinguish what is good and bad. It's like sitting a test. You you go for your test, you answer all the questions. If the questions are wrong, you fail the test, then you have to reset the test. So that is exactly the same purpose of life, that you go through different phases of your life, which starts from your childhood, then then you become you are young, then you become adult, then you become mature, and then you leave this body and move on for the next journey. So you go through different phases of test in your life. You need to learn and become a person who can make better decisions after going through those tests. So when you pass a test, you you your decision making process improves. So you make better decisions after crossing that particular level of your exam. Exactly same like we do in the schools and colleges. So the purpose of life here, to introduce pain in your life, is to make you a better human being, right? If you do not learn from a particular emotion or thought, that thing will be repeated again. Life will bring that particular event again, so that you can reset the test and pass this time. So we need to understand the whole criteria of events which happen in a life. They happen for a reason. They don't happen just because it was just something randomly. No, it happens for a specific reason. Most of the time, when a person is going through a bad relationship stage, if he or she hasn't learned their lesson in that particular relationship, what will happen is it will be repeated again in their life, because they haven't learned their lesson in the previous relationship, and they have to reset the test. Okay. So if you're going through any of these hardships and you're getting emotional pain, do not drag yourself down. It's nothing to feel down. It's Your life is trying to tell you something. It is trying to teach you something. Listen to that thought, understand that thought, process that thought, and become a wiser man. Become a better human being. The day you will start implementing these things, where you start listening to your thoughts, you start understanding them, why they're coming in your life, you will see that you will not have events in your life which would drag you to the situation where you have to go through the pain again, emotional pain, because then you would understand the thought, you'll listen to the thought, you'll understand it, you'll process it, and then you'll make a right decision to handle that thought. Okay. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please like and subscribe my channel. If you have any questions or any specific topic you want me to do a video on, please write in the comment box and I'll try my best.